Alright, in this video I'm going to show that it is possible that you can permanently hex edit ASM codes onto an ISO. Now, before I learned ASM, I always thought you could only permanently hex edit like single line codes onto an ISO, like the 04 type codes and whatnot. You would find their proper location on the main.dol or static r.rel and make the proper edits on a hex editor, and then you would recompile the ISO and you would be done. Once I learned ASM and got familiar with it, I realized it was definitely possible to put ASM codes, to hex edit them permanently onto an ISO, like manually edit them with a hex editor, editing the proper files and whatnot. So it's really tedious and it's sort of difficult and it's just time consuming. Now Vim has tools to where you could take a finished GCT file that has multiple codes on it, and you can permanently patch a main.dol to the or permanently patch the GCT file to the main.dol. But the problem is you run into this issue with Ocarina. You would have to have Ocarina off when you're using the Vim method, because obviously you wouldn't have a GCT file in the codes folder of your SD card. Now, with manually hex editing like the main.dol or static r.rel and putting the proper, all the ASM instructions you need, plus the extra ASM instructions on top to make this all work, not just the cheat code, not just the ASM code itself, it doesn't matter what Ocarina is on. So there's no GCT file in the codes folder, and you're going to see proof of this once I load the game. I'll get a notification about it. Oh, so Ocarina is going to be set on. So this will render Vim's tools useless, so you guys know I'm not using Vim's tools to try to pull some sort of trickery in this video. So Ocarina is on. We're going to load the game, and it's going to notify me that there's no codes on the SD card. So we got Ocarina on, Vim's patching method is rendered useless, and we got no cheat codes on the SD card. So let's start the game. So for this demonstration, I'm using my arrow meter code. It measures your amount of airtime in frames on the millisecond section of the race timer. So let's go to time trials and test it out. Obviously, the arrow meter code is an ASM code with multiple ASM instructions. Alright, and obviously be sure to watch the timer, the milliseconds part. Alright, and there you go. A demonstration of an ASM code permanently hex edited onto an ISO. The link to the guide will be provided in the description below. Be sure to completely read through it. Don't just skim through it. Read all the requirements and whatnot. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching.